My name is Taylor Bracken, and I'm 19 years old, and I'm a student at Brigham Young University. I'm here to talk to you today about building your resume and making you the person that your employer wants you to be. So first of all, when you're building up your resume, you have to know what you want. So for me, an example, I want to be a pediatric nurse, and I've known this since I was about 13 or 14 years old. So what am I going to do to be a pediatric nurse? Well, what are they looking for? They want someone who's very smart, loving, caring, good with children, service-oriented, and they want kind of the whole package. So I thought to myself, how can I be this package? I'm not saying I am, don't want to brag, but I thought, how can I do this? So first off, I decided I need to do something with kids, make sure this is really what I want. So I went and found a program called OSO, where I went to Ecuador for about 2.5, 3 weeks, and I served in an orphanage, and I was in charge of the babies. And I'm like, wow, I love this. I enjoy this. I know this is what I want. I love kids. I love babies. I said, okay, great. This is great to put on my resume. I'm going to do this. I know this is what I want. So after that confirmation, I was like, okay, what is something that involves nursing I could do now? What's something that could just put me all in? And I say, I want to be a CNA. That's the first level of nursing you could apply to be when you're 16. You could get the first level hands-on experience. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go get my CNA. So my junior year of high school, I went and I got my CNA. I loved it. I fell in love with the people that I was with. I made connections that were great connections. And some of those people that were my CNA instructors were people who are on my resume as references now. And I became nice and friendly because you want those references. Okay, I got my CNA. What's next? What can I keep doing? It's my senior year of high school, and am I going to stop now? No, I don't want to stop. So I was like, what else can I do? I looked online, I searched a little bit, I found a program, and I got my MA. So my senior year of high school, I got my MA, which is a certified clinical medical assistant. And I'm like, hey, this is great. I know how to give shots and injections, and I could take blood, and I could do vital signs, and I know how to work with people and know what they want. I know how to do kind of all of that. I have the basics of nursing. Okay, great. I loved it. So I go up to BYU, and it's a little crazy up there. I'm not gonna lie. You're busy with classes and hard work. It's really hard to serve. So a couple times when you're free, you could go to a BYU Y-Serve, and most campuses have a serving program that you just go, and even if you only have 15 minutes, they'll have something there for you to serve. You could tie blankets or do whatever. So I went to Y-Serve, and I found a program where I got to work with the Special Olympics kids. And I said, this is great. I love special needs kids, and this is a great way to show how I could improve caring and loving for others. So I did this. It was an amazing experience. I loved this. And then I went, what else can I do? What else do they want from a nurse? So in my anatomy class, I went to my instructor and I asked him, is there anything that will help me further with anatomy that I could serve and do? Because my anatomy instructor was pretty good with these things. And he said, well, there's a program where you could teach 5th graders anatomy. And I got involved with this. It's called Anatomy Academy. And it was amazing. I got to work with 5th graders. I got to do what I loved and teach anatomy, and it was great. It was an awesome builder of my resume. And it also built me as a person. And then I said, oh, okay, this is great. I'm doing so much. And then you got to think of the little things. So after my classes with my favorite instructors, my anatomy instructor, my writing instructor, my human development instructor, I wrote thank you notes. Just the simple little things, didn't think of anything to come to it. Because of my thank you note in my human development class, it has grown a great relationship with my professor, and he teaches thousands of kids. Because of this relationship, and there's kids a lot smarter than me, those classes, I promise you. Because of this relationship I had with him, he asked me personally, me and 8 other kids, to be a member of his research team, where we research 5 years and younger kids. This was an amazing resume builder, and I didn't think of anything to come to it. I just wanted to interconnect and kind of get that relation there, where you're going to want a great relation with your professors and researchers. You're going to want someone who could say, this person is amazing. Because it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I promise you, that is completely true. So I came to him, and I worked on his research team, and I tried to grow that relationship. And I'm not using him. I really do like this guy. I promise. It's not using. And so I build this relationship and I have this awesome experience with all these people. So think of my resume. Do I have that nursing, caring, loving? Would you want to hire me? Would you want to hire someone who has exactly what you want? Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty awesome. No, I'm gonna say I'm pretty awesome, but I am. So when I was working this summer, I was like, that's what I'm doing now. I'm a pediatric nurse at Dixie Pediatrics. And I said, I'm gonna go be that pediatric nurse and I'm gonna do what they want and I'm gonna work for them and be as good as I can. And so I applied for the job and I said, you know what, I might not get it. It's gonna be hard. And they said because of the training I had and the kind of person that I wanted to become, I became the MA at Dixie Pediatrics, which is great. This is a very low grade nurse. It's not an RN, it's not quite there yet, but it's what I'm working towards. And if you wanna build your resume, you gotta think of that process. What can I do to make me seem like that person that they're gonna wanna hire? You can't think of, do I wanna go and hang out with my friends every day and watch Netflix till the depths of the night? And we all do that some nights, that's fine. But you gotta think of the bigger picture. What do you really want in life? Do you want a family? Do you want a great job? And what job is that? And how are you gonna get there? So think now. That's the most important thing, is you have to start now building your resume. And then they'll say, wow, this girl's amazing, this guy's amazing. And that's what they're gonna want. So that's my advice to you today. I hope this helps. I hope it works. Let me know. I hope Leadership Academy is amazing. Keep up the good work.